So instead of me standing up here and talking to y'all about what kind of evidence for evolution we have, or the evidence for evolution that we can see, um, I'm going to kind of assign each one of you one of the main sources, and we will compile that data into a folder of like research, and then we will come back and use that at a later time when we are reviewing. Um, that's why there's not a super harsh deadline on it, but I still need it by within by the time by the end of this unit, because we will be using this data as a review source for whatever, goodness gracious, for the end of this unit. Um, so we have a new skill that we are going to kind of be honing in all of this. So each of you have a source of research evidence for evolution. We've got antibiotic resistance in bacteria, homologous and vestigial structures, convergent evolution or analogous structures, the fossil record, and biogeography. Those 5 things, luckily, there are 5 of y'all, act as major sources of evidence for evolution. So, we are going to first gather resources, at least one peer reviewed article, and at least one other credible source of information. So, Khan Academy, PBS, National Geographic, NASA, stuff like that, where it's not necessarily a peer reviewed journal article, but it's still a credible source where you can find information on this stuff. We're going to synthesize and explain, because you always learn better as you teach than if you just sit and read. So you're going to synthesize and explain it in 2 to 3 paragraphs. If you can get it done in 1.5, it's unlikely, but like it'll be fine. As to why this topic is a source of evidence for natural selection. Yes. You don't need to like in text cite them, but you do need to have your source on the page. So like either a link or something to the reviewed article, and then a link to the online article. That will be fine for this. It does not have to be written into the paragraph. No, it's not a research paper. It's just like a bibliography of sorts, just like this is where you could go if you were going to write a research paper, where you could organize your sources and text, but it doesn't have to be like formatted and stuff. I can run y'all through Google Scholar if you need a Google Scholar crash course. Books, interesting. All right, so let's take one of these and do this together. What were you working with that time? Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. There was one more source in here. Haha. Okay. So if we say that the response to introduced species is also an evidence for evolution, let's see here. Open up Google Scholar. All right. So I want to have, let's see, response to invasive species evolution. I spelled invasive because of course I did. All right. Let's see. I'm getting articles straight off the bat. Google Scholar doesn't have a super big filtering system. I wish it did, because like Google does. Um, let's see. Yeah, why isn't there a source for it, but usually, let's see. Why don't you all Google Scholar search your uh evidence piece, and we will see where that leads us. Um, and if any of you listening at home have trouble with this, please, 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 please email me. I will help you out.